Hello and welcome to the weekly moon update for the week of August 5th through August 11th. So in these videos, we talk about the current moon energy and a little bit of astrological energy for the current week. If you're not watching this at the beginning of the week, there are always timestamps in the description box below so that you can jump to whatever part of the week that you are currently watching this, or you can just jump ahead to the oracle card timestamp if you just want to get some spiritual guidance or what the spiritual overall energy is for this week. We have basically a waxing crescent moon for the entirety of this week. We technically don't have our first quarter moon until Monday next week. So we just had our new moon on Sunday. So this is a slow moving, slightly increasing with energy and light week. I do have some bad news. Mercury is officially retrograde. So we're all just gonna have to take a deep breath, put on your sunglasses and look cool like a Leo so that nobody can see you giving them the side eye or rolling your eyes, and remembering to bite your tongue so you don't say anything that you don't regret. Without further ado, let's jump into this waxing crescent moon week. Like I said earlier, we have a waxing crescent moon for the entirety of this week. So starting on Monday, you can see the moon is really close to dark, and it's slowly going to be increasing throughout the week until it's going to look like a first quarter on Sunday, but technically it's 50% lit on Monday. So technically we're starting off Monday with still in that new moon energy, in the Leo energy. The moon will start to transition at 11:15 a.m. in the morning, but technically won't be in Virgo until 5:17 p.m. in the evening. So although I love the idea of starting off a week with Virgo energy, we're still technically in Leo energy for the beginning of, at least for the beginning of Monday. And I think that's going to be really significant because hopefully, like I said on the witching hours for the moon energy for the month of August, I think it's going to be really important to hold on to and carry your intentions with you throughout this month, because there's so many transits and chaotic energy happening this month. I just think it's going to be really significant to like adjust your crown, stand up straight and tall, and still make your way through whatever chaos you might encounter with your chin up and hope in your heart to get to the other side. So I think this is kind of like a precursor to the month starting off this week with your Leo intentions in mind and holding on to them throughout this week as well as throughout the rest of the month. Then at 5:17 p.m., when we move into Virgo energy, you can start kind of organizing things, restructuring things on how you want to like really make these intentions happen. So we'll be in Virgo energy from Monday evening, all day Tuesday, and all day Wednesday as well. We have some longer transitions this week. So really for the bulk of the beginning of the week, we're hanging out in Virgo energy, which will be in Virgo season at the end of this month, and we'll have our Virgo new moon next month. And so this time of year is really about closing out the summer and heading into fall and making that transition, getting organized, storing your food, putting your summer stuff away, getting out your fall stuff, getting ready for winter. These are the months where we have the harvest season. So we have all of this bounty and fruit, and Virgo figures out what to do with it all. So whether that's actual fruits and vegetables from your garden, or whether it's all of the lessons that you've learned so far this year through eclipse season, through all of the transits that we've already encountered, through all of your intentions and all of your plans and goals and dreams, and figuring out how to reorganize and restructure them. So we've got hopefully some very productive days on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we will transition into Libra energy at early in the morning Thursday. And that Libra energy is, now that you've kind of like seen the big picture, seen of like what your bounty is, how you want to organize it, how you want to distribute it, how you want to delegate your tasks, how you want to tackle and handle your tasks, Libra kind of comes in and helps, okay, what's left over? What else needs to be taken care of? What have we forgotten? What have we forgotten to do? And especially if what we've forgotten to do is to take a break and to relax a little bit. So Libra is just all about adjusting those scales. What needs to be readjusted? What needs to be kind of evened out a little bit? What needs paying attention to? And what needs your focus? Figuring out like where you need to go next. And so we'll be in Libra energy for basically most of Thursday and Friday. And then we have a very long transition to move into Scorpio energy. The moon starts moving from Libra to Scorpio at 5:44 p.m. Friday evening, but it won't technically be in Scorpio until Saturday evening, over 24 hours later. So we've got this very long transition from Libra to Scorpio. And then we're actually going to it's going to feel like we're in Scorpio energy for a while, because we won't move into Sagittarius until Tuesday. So we're hanging out in Scorpio technically from Saturday evening, all day Sunday, and all day Monday as well. So Scorpio energy and Scorpio season is creeping up on us. We're heading into those fall months. We're heading into that fall season already. And Scorpio season is around Halloween, October. So it's the dark and spooky energy. And this is probably going to be a day with, I forgot to mention, we have Mercury retrograde officially starting on Monday. So Scorpio helps us tackle and cleanse, clear, and feel the difficult things. It helps us figure out how to handle our shadow, our dark side. And a lot of times it'll bring those things up to the surface. So if you've been really focused and productive during Virgo, and you've kind of like cleared the air with Libra, and have maybe, if there were any negative thoughts or any difficult emotions that have come up for you in the beginning of the week, and you've kind of like managed to stay focused on your tasks instead, it seems like the weekend is going to be the time to process those things. If anything comes up, if you're like making your to-do list and your plans on Tuesday and Wednesday, and you've got this doubt creep into your head, like, am I really going to be able to like finish this? Am I really going to be able to do all of these things on this list? Am I really going to be able to accomplish the intentions and be the ruler of my own world with my Leo intentions? And when those doubts creep in, it's Scorpio that helps us cleanse and clear and wash it away with that water energy, and also just like acknowledge it and say like, yeah, that I have these doubts, but I also like really want these things. And it also kind of helps you dig a little bit deeper with when we have self-doubt come up, helps us dig a little deeper and see like, where did this come from? Who put this thought here? Who put this doubt here? And kind of getting down to the root of things. And that's when you really want to, when you uproot things, you really want to like add that water element back in there and just cleanse it and clear it all away, even if that's through tears. So despite the darkness of the moon this week, it really does kind of have this energy of feeling very productive. But remember, look how dark the moon is here on Monday. This is slow moving energy, slightly increasing. The moon slightly increases by a fraction every evening. So the moon slowly progresses and slowly transforms and slowly makes its way towards full. And that's going to be even more significant because we are in it. We're in the Mercury retrograde. So remember that. Double check your lists when you're making your Virgo list. Double, triple check everything. And remember to take a deep breath on these Libra days before you say anything that you might regret or before you jump into things without checking it. Remember to just take a sacred pause. Take 3 breaths before you do anything. And even it's a really lovely practice. This is kind of unrelated. I think last year my word for the year was intention. So anytime I sat down to do anything, whether that was like sitting down at the computer to film a video, getting ready for bed, making dinner, getting ready to leave the house, I would take 3 deep breaths and try to be really present in the moment and like set an intention for whatever it was that I was doing. Like if I was making a meal, I'd set the intention like I want to make this healthy meal for my family and hope that it nourishes me and that we can sit down and have a wonderful conversation while we're eating it. Or when I leave the house, I can like take 3 deep breaths and set the intention to like try to try to stay calm, cool, and collected even in the outside world. So anytime you like are approaching chaotic times or difficult situations, it's a really wonderful practice to just take 3 deep breaths. It takes probably less than a minute to do it, and you can do it without anybody like noticing really and like, oh, what is that person doing? And it really does help kind of ground and center you, and you're more capable of like tackling whatever it is that you are approaching to do. So we are using this beautiful herbal astrology oracle deck by Adriana Eiles, and the artwork is by Josephine Clerks. And we've got Blue Lotus. Blue Lotus intuition, which is perfect for this Lionsgate portal week as well. So intuitive knowing, unearthing the subconscious, meeting the guardians of mystery, dream work, and initiation. So the sacred and mystical blue lotus, regarded as the flower of enlightenment, is an ethnobotanical treasure that has been recorded in ancient scriptures as a heal-all and is revered as an ancestral flower in mythological creation stories. Blue lotus is a water lily best known for its powers of euphoria, intuition, rejuvenation, and aphrodisia. Blue lotus was associated with the Egyptian sun god Ra, the ruler and bringer of light. It was used in religious rites and ceremonies led by shamanic priests to induce a trance state so that one could commune with the gods. It was also used in funerary ceremonies after the death of a loved one, as blue lotus is said to assist the soul in entering the light. The ancient Maya also revered the blue lotus and other water lilies and referred to it as Nahutal. Oh, I'm not going to be able to say that. The Mayan language, I cannot pronounce those names, but there is a Mayan word that means precious water flower. Blue lotus, although revered as the flower of the sun, embodies both solar and lunar elements chemically. It contains a natural antispasmodic and relaxant called nucifera, which means moon, along with aporphine, which produces a sense of euphoria and bliss, representing the sun. These alkaloids, among other medicinal components, bring about pain relief, stress relief, and lucid awareness. So the guidance of this card says, the blue lotus is a direct doorway and mediator into the world of the gods. The perfected balance that it bestows us assists us in bridging and refining the divine connection between the heart and brain. Blue Lotus today is assisting you in widening the portals of your intuitive powers, granting you access to the realms of inner knowledge and held within great mystery. Remember, the lotus rises from the depths of muddy waters, untouched and impeccable, to blossom into a majestic beauty. Don't allow the muddy waters of the blossoming process to suppress your intuition and belief in yourself. Trust the process and believe in the mystery. Listen deeply to guardians of mystery as you unfold from darkness. The same can be said to all lotuses. They grow from the mud underwater and come and grow up through the water and blossom on top of the water. So the lotus in general is like a really beautiful message of staying beautiful and like true to who you are, even amongst the chaos, which I think is something that can be said about this month and also this week, because we have this really wonderful opportunity to connect with the direct alignment with the star Sirius. So remember to maybe tap into Blue Lotus energy on Thursday, August 8th, to really connect to those energies. You can still be connecting to the Lionsgate energy or the Star Sirius anytime this week, but we will be in direct alignment with Sirius on August 8th. So, our crystal for this week is sodalite, a dream catcher stone that helps you get a good night's rest, banishing nightmares and allowing only sweet dreams. It's perfect for keeping you by your bedside to bring peace during slumber. Sodalite also helps you release fears of the unknown and activates the third eye chakra, expanding vision and enhancing intuition. So another message of intuition this week with our stone. The affirmation is, I trust that I will get the rest I need. I will sleep peacefully and deeply. So even if you're not planning to do any sort of ceremony or ritual on August 8th, you can always set the intention before you go to sleep to connect to those energies as well. So using sodalite while you sleep, or setting the intention to download whatever information, or being open and receptive while you're sleeping. I think we do a lot of intuitive work while we're sleeping anyways. So of course we have, with all this intuition and third eye chakra energy happening, we're going to have a root chakra, because we need to be grounded in order to pull that information that we are receiving from our third eye and from our crown chakra. So inner well, tap into your inner well of strength and draw from your inner reservoir of divine power. You have everything you need within you, awaiting your remembrance, exploration, excavation, and ultimately your mastery. Confidently claim your unique power and gifts in this world and ground into the truth that you are held, supported, and kept safe in the arms of a loving universe. So again, this is a root chakra card, and the crystal they recommend is onyx and the herb dandelion to connect to this energy. So like I said, it's really important to be grounded and connected, so that you're like, it helps you to understand and make sense of the information that you're downloading and receiving. And I think it's also interesting that this mentions about like already having everything within your physical body. Like we reach out to the cosmos to like receive energy, but especially with this Lionsgate portal and with, I mean, I don't know, who knows? I could say all of the information is already like within you anyways, but especially with the Lionsgate portal, the wisdom and the light codes and the downloads that you're receiving is actually unlocking DNA within yourself. And it's just kind of like remembering what you already knew, because we already all come from the stars. We are the stars, and we came here to have an individualized experience, and at certain times during our lives we're able to remember those different pieces from what we knew before. So one last thing I want to say about Mercury retrograde and the Lionsgate is, I think it's going to be really important to integrate and find clarity from what you're receiving, and to also weed through those self-doubt thoughts of like, is this information real? Like, what is real? Because I think with a Mercury retrograde and having to revisit and relearn methods of communication, specifically with Mercury and retrograde, Mercury and Virgo, how to organize the information that you are receiving and how to organize the information that you are speaking, and using your discernment before speaking. And hopefully, I'm hoping that this helps us find more clarity with the information that we're receiving and downloading, instead of creating more delusion. I'm hoping that that Virgo energy and that organization can help with more with clarity than with confusion, because we all know a Mercury retrograde can be confusing. So I hope that you are able to open your third eye this week to connect to the stars and to connect to our spiritual sun, Sirius, and navigate our way through this first week of August, and to hold on to those Leo intentions and to keep reassuring ourselves, keep readjusting our crowns, and holding our head up high and believing that we're going to get to the other side of whatever we might encounter this month. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful, magical Lionsgate week, and I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon.